Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel Budgeting Dutch. In this video I want to talk about my money goals for 2020. I'm saying my money goals, but since I'm married it's actually our money goals, and thankfully my husband is fully on board, and in this first week of January we sat down and made these goals together. And now I'm going to share them with you. So for 2020, my family has set some money goals. We have goals we would like to achieve this year, and we set a goal for the future. We would like to have an emergency fund of 10,000 euros. This is not a fully funded emergency fund of 6 month expenses, but it's enough for us at the moment. A fully funded emergency fund would be around, I think, 22,000 euros. But thankfully, we have a good social safety net in the Netherlands. So when me or my husband or both would lose our jobs, we would still have a pretty decent income for the first year of unemployment. So that is why 10,000 euros will be sufficient for now. When we reach 10,000 euros, we will still be adding a small amount every month to this Jeez. I should call it buffer. So much easier for me. Let's call it buffer. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we will still be adding a small amount every month to the buffer, but it won't be our first priority anymore, which we throw all our extra money towards. I'm thinking of 65 euros a month, so it can slowly but steadily grow, and 65 euros because that is already the amount that is automatically transferred to the savings account every month. So that's just me being lazy. We only want to use this emergency fund for, you guessed it right, emergencies. But that means not for an expected large bill or something. Not for something we can save for in advance. This is money we only want to use for unexpected big expenses. Like sudden repairs to the house, if the car breaks down and it can't be repaired anymore. So we have to buy a new one, and things like that. Of course, there are big expenses in a year that are expected. You can save for those expenses in separate sinking funds, like a sinking fund for taxes, a sinking fund for car repairs, a sinking fund for Christmas. But that means you have an enormous amount of sinking funds, which will all grow very slowly because, you'll throw 20 bucks to one thing and then 50 to the other. And that is just really not motivating to me. And I'm not a really big fan of a whole lot of sinking funds. Right now, I have a sinking fund for clothes and a sinking fund for vacation. And for me, that's more than enough. So our next money goal is sort of a general sinking fund. A big expense account, so to say. So when we have reached the 10,000 euros in our buffer, I really don't want to touch that money anymore. Well, except when the biggest, most unexpected emergency happens. But that means I need another account which I can use to pay for big expenses, like the yearly city tax, car maintenance, a broken dishwasher, and so on and so on. So I'm thinking of 2,500 euros in that sinking fund. So after we reach the 10,000 in the buffer, we are going to put all our extra money towards this sinking fund. Every time we have to make a big purchase and pull money from this account, our first priority will be to get this account to 2,500 euros again. The next money goal is paying off the backyard loan. So we actually lent some money from my parents to redo our backyard. Every month we pay them 125 euros, and when we keep doing that, we will be finished this July, but we plan on finishing this June. So we're going to make an extra payment this June. Then the 125 euros we paid every month will be going towards extra mortgage payments. So paying down the mortgage faster is our next money goal. We have 2 mortgages on this house, and the one we owned 50,000 euros on is the one we are making extra payments on. We are allowed to pay an extra 5,000 euros on this mortgage per year. That is 10% of the original amount. So our goal is to just do that. So we have a separate savings account for this goal, and we save 175 euros every month on this account, plus the difference between our original minimal payment and the minimal payment we make at the moment. So let me explain that. Okay, so when we still owed 50,000 euros on this mortgage, well, let me explain first. On this mortgage, you only have to make, you only have to pay interest as long as at the end of the 30 years, you only have to pay interest. And you don't necessarily have to pay towards the principal every month, as long as at the end of the 30-year period, you pay it off. So when you owe 50,000 euros and our interest rate is 3.89%, that means that 50,000 divided by 100, because then you have 1%, times 3.89, the interest rate. You have to make this payment per year, so per month, that is 162 euros and 8 cents. So a couple of months ago, we made our first payment, extra payment of 1,000 euros. So now we don't owe 50,000 euros on this mortgage, but we own 49,000 euros. So that means 49,000 divided by 100 times 3.89 divided by 12 months is we now only have to pay 158 euros and 84 cents every month. So that is a difference of, let's do minus the first amount, which was 162 euros and 8 cents, is 3 euros and 24 cents. So that difference is also saved every month. So we decided not to spend the 3 euros and 24 euros, but to save it. So we would pay down this mortgage faster and faster. Is that correct? Right. So in March, we are going to make another extra payment of 1,000 euros, and then it will be 48,000 divided by 100 times 3.89 divided by 12 months is this, 155 euros and 60 cents. So if we do 162 euros 8, the original minimal payment, it means we'll save an extra 6 euros and 48 cents every month. So that's how it works. I hope it makes sense now. Every time that savings account has reached 1,000 euros, we make an extra payment towards the mortgage, and our minimal payment will go down again. And when we are done paying off the backyard loan, we will save not 175 euros, but 300 euros a month. Remember the 125 euros we pay towards our backyard loan right now? So that is 300 euros plus the difference in the minimal payments, like I explained before. So we want to make an extra income of 1,000 euros this year from side hustles. At the moment, we are concentrating on selling things, mostly just things that are laying around the house and we don't use anymore. But sometimes we buy something with the intention to sell it with a little profit. So we are really focusing on that right now, and my husband is all in on that. It's really great when you set goals together. It's really motivating, and I think it does wonders for your marriage. So, any advice for if you feel your marriage can use a little boost? Set money goals together, really. And then there is our big money goal for the future. In my first video on this channel, I showed these pictures right here, and they didn't make any sense right then, but these pictures represent the island of Texel. And we love to spend our vacations there. So the dream is to buy a chalet there. I don't know if it's also called a chalet in English, but it's basically a small holiday home, and it's not the chalet kind you see in the Swiss Alps or something. You know, the little wooden cabins. It's more like a mobile home. Yeah. We do plan on renting out this place, but it's not necessarily meant as a brilliant investing which will make a lot of money on. We just really love the idea of having a place we could spend our holidays and our free weekends. It's about 2 hours from where we live, including the ferry, so that's just perfect. We think a chalet is going to cost us 80,000 to 100,000 euros, and we would love to pay at least 30,000 euros in cash. So that is going to be our main saving goal after we reach the 10,000 buffer and the 2,500 general sinking fund goal. So those are our money goals. I'm going to look for some fun savings trackers so we can track our progress. I can't really find them, or I have to pay for them if I see really fun ones. And I don't want to do that because I'm frugal. Or is that just being a cheapskate? Maybe I'll make them myself. I'm sure I'll show you them in another video. And of course, I will keep you guys updated on our money journey. If you like this video and you want to follow me on my money journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. It will mean the world to me. Also, feel free to leave your own money goals in the comments below. I would love to read those. And for now, bye. See you in the next video.